Welcome to the pod.
I'm Bryn.
And I'm Olivia.
And we're two peas in a problem.
Okay, so we're so glad that you guys are joining us today. This is episode 1 of our podcast. And we've been working on this for a while. If you guys saw the signs around the school, this is something that has been in the making. Basically, the way that it's going to work is you send in submissions, and then we read them together and give advice. Like, some of our own personal thoughts, too.
Yeah, if you see the QR code around school, make sure you scan it.
And it's on our official Instagram page. Okay. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
So this one was sent in using the form. It's anonymous. Hey, Peas. So I did something really, really dumb. My best friend has an older brother. He graduated last year, and I always thought he was kind of a jerk. But a few weeks ago, we were having a sleepover, and she fell asleep early. Somehow, I'm not sure how, but he and I ended up talking, and well, one thing led to another, and we kissed. It was a one-time thing, and I swore I would take it to my grave. But now he's blackmailing me. Not for money or anything, but he keeps threatening to tell my best friend unless I kiss him again. He says he'll make it sound way worse than it was, and I know my friend would be furious if she found out. I don't even like him, but I'm terrified of her hating me. What do I do? Do I give in to keep her secret safe, or do I tell her before he can? I feel so stuck, and I know I messed up. Please help. Sincerely, stressed student.
Okay. I would definitely tell her before anyone else does. Probably him, because he's blackmailing. But also, make sure you clarify that you don't like him and that it was a one-time thing. You might just make it worse if you keep adding more. Oh, well, I think your brother's cute,
Yeah. I think, she'll probably be mad about it, but at the same time, she'll be a lot less mad if you tell her directly.
Yeah.
I mean, you have an older brother.
No.
What would you do with someone if that happened to you?
Honestly, I would blame him. That's his problem, and that would be his fault. So I would, it's not necessarily your fault, but it is your fault if you hide the truth.
Yeah. And, I mean, if he is kind of a jerk, I'm sure, the sister knows this by now, and she probably won't be that mad, but, you know your friend better. I think, though, it's just a kiss, and I'm sure she'll understand if you talk to her about it.
Mm. Okay. We have another submission. We did read this one a little while ago, and we haven't gotten around to responding to it, but this one we were kind of excited about. Okay. The submission is, I think I love my best friend. We've been friends for a few years now, and have both dated other people before, but just recently I thought about our friendship and realized that I genuinely would do anything for them. Their happiness is extremely important to me. I find them to be more beautiful than anyone I've ever met, and I feel like I can genuinely be myself around them. They're funny and kind and honest and have been here for me at my lowest. The confusing part is that I'm not actively trying to be in a relationship with them. And the best way I can describe it is if somewhere down the line I'd be happy. If we stayed with friends though, that's fine too. It's not a question of should I pursue dating them, but after hearing my spiel, do you two think that I have romantic feelings for them, or do I just care for them as a friend deeply?
I think this is so cute. I don't know. I'm excited about this one. I think it's really cute. So it seems like they're asking if two things. One, if they have feelings for them based on what they're describing, and two, if they should communicate that to their friend.
Yeah.
Now, why in your own experience, can you see why they would be nervous about this?
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking to try and pursue someone knowing they might not like you back. But it's it depends. If you really do feel so deeply about it that you it might hurt your feelings if you just have to keep that in and never tell them, then I would definitely think about a way to express that to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And your question, the first one, after hearing my spiel, do you think I have romantic feelings for them? I think, okay, you probably found the poster around the school and scanned the QR code. So if you are willing to scan a QR code and ask, just 2 other students if you should confess your feelings to your friend, I think you definitely do have feelings for them. Also, the way that you're talking about them is so sweet about that, you think Was it that they're the most beautiful? And they're funny and kind and honest and have been there for me at my lowest. Now, you definitely know yourself better than I do, but to me, that sounds like describing someone that you have feelings for.
Yeah, and then at the bottom, it says, in the case you do think I like them and might have just repressed my feelings for a long time, do you think I should pursue dating them or just stick with the friendship as it is? I think if you have such strong feelings for them and you, like, feel the need to just stay as friends, it might kind of, like, hurt you more than it helps you just to keep them around.
So would you say?
I think you do probably have feelings for them, but definitely explore that more. And I would definitely ask them about it, because if they don't have feelings for you as well, then it's going to make everything a little more complicated. But it's like, only you can find that out and you have to ask.
You think it's worth it to confess in this person's case?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it could go both ways. I think, if you were at the point, because this was a couple weeks ago, where, like, you feel like you can't go on unless this person knows how your heart is, absolutely, I think you should tell them. But you should also do that with the knowledge that, like, hey, this could go bad. This might change things.
Yeah, it could change your friendship if they don't feel the same way. So I would definitely think about it, balance out your options. And if they really are a good friend, though, I think they wouldn't lose you over that. I think they would appreciate it in a way.
Yeah, you just kind of have to ask the question, like, do I want them to know as much, or if not more, as, like, your fear for losing them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to read the next one?
Yeah. Do you have another one?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to read this one? I'll read it. I'll read it. Okay. Okay. My boyfriend's mom hates me, and I lied to get revenge. Hey, Peas. I know I messed up, but I need to know if I should come clean or take the secret to the grave. So, basically, my boyfriend's mom hates me. She's always been super passive-aggressive, making comments about my family, my clothes, even the way I laugh, and she's tried to convince him to break up with me multiple times, but he never listens to her. So, I kind of snapped. A few weeks ago, I told my boyfriend that I overheard his mom saying she wishes he was never born. I didn't actually hear her say that, but I knew it would hurt him. And it worked. He was so mad that he started ignoring her completely, and now their relationship is really messed up. What do I do?
Oh. So,
first of all, your feelings are valid.
Yeah, I know how it feels to, like, have someone, like not like you, and it bothers you so much, because, like, when someone doesn't like me, I just, like, I take it to heart. Like,
and we always want our partner's parents to like us. Always.
Yeah, you always want people to like you. It's, like, natural. But I think,
especially in the case of, like, it's your boyfriend's mom,
maybe the way you went about it was a little far.
I think, you definitely made an action to, I think your motive was right in fixing the problem. Usually I think honesty is the best policy, and if, you were feeling hurt by your boyfriend's mom's words, I think first step is always, like, communication. So maybe at this point, you have two options. Either you could be honest and tell him, like, hey, she didn't actually say that, or two, second option to
I don't know, honestly.
Let's think for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I think it's a great idea to tell him that his mom didn't actually say that, because, I don't know, it's like, it's a very important thing, the relationship with your parents, so that's, something they should probably fix, because it's a misunderstanding in a way.
Yeah, and, it's like your mom is, I think it's really important to have a good relationship with your mom, and I'm sure you are a great partner, but it just does not put you in the best light, I think, to tell them that their mom said something that they didn't.
Yeah.
if you know, if your relationship is already healthy though, and this is just like, you know, like a one-time thing, I think if you communicate that to them, like, hey, you know, I'm so sorry, I was having a really bad day, I just kind of said it, and I'm sorry. I think if they really understand and, you know, like, you explain well, I don't think it'll be like, it's a make or break thing, but definitely honest.
Mhm.
Like, I think you should tell them.
Yeah. But you definitely should be prepared that if you do something so personal with like a relationship that is not necessarily, not that it's not your business, but it's not like, it's not up to you how his mom feels about him and how he feels about his mom. And if
I just have a question for you when you're done. What would you do if you were in a
always
relationship?
the what would you do. I say what would you do?
I'm drunk and honest. What would you do if you had a boyfriend and if he lied and said that your mom said something really bad about you and you found out?
I found out.
Like, what would be your first plan of action? Like, how would you respond? Let's call him John. If I'm John, can you honest? if I'm John,
and you're my boyfriend.
Yes.
And you told me that my mom said she hates me or something.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
And then like you talk to your mom about it, let's say, and she's like, Bryn, I never said that.
I would first be like, maybe my mom's lying. Maybe she just doesn't want me to think that. But then I would definitely ask John right here, and I would be like, was that actually true, or did you just say that? And it would hurt my feelings that they would try to do that, but I think I would be able to get over it.
Okay. Yeah. What would I do? I would talk to them if I was if you're John in this case, and
I'm John now.
You're John, yeah. And let's say you came to me and you said, hey, like,
what?
Like,
your mom hates you.
No, oh. No, confess.
Oh. That wasn't true. Your mom doesn't hate you, John.
I'm going to take some time to think about this, and then I'm going to respond. But, you know, it really hurt my feelings that you did that.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much for your submission, and we wish you the best in your relationship. Okay, next submission.
Okay. This was more recent. Not as recent, but this was like last month. How should I go about helping a stressed friend after a breakup? They're still kind of in that I love her, but I have her phase. I
love her, but I hate her.
Oh, I think that's what they meant. I love her, but I hate her phase. I feel like I've given my weight and advice, but nothing seems to stick. Help.
I'm thinking. I have had some friends who have, you know, gone through breakups, and it's one of those things where you can tell them, but it doesn't always
help.
It doesn't always help. It's one of the, like, you just kind of have to let them feel it out.
Yeah. Like, definitely, it's just kind of like, it's just, like, when you go through a breakup and, like, or heartbreak, any type of sadness, and someone, like, tells you, like, oh, I know how you feel, or, like, they're trying to, like, make it better. It's not about making it better. It's just about being there for them. If they want to talk about it, they definitely will, and you just need to be there and, like, open to listen. And it's always better, like listen first, speak last, in that type of way.
That was really good. Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, like what Brent said, just, like, kind of be in that with them and don't try to, like, change their feelings or tell them, like, you know, like, if they're mad, let's see, like, if they're mad and they're like, oh, I hate her, you can be like, yeah, like, I hate her too. But then if they're sad, you can be like, yeah, like, this is sad, and then kind of be sad with them.
Yeah, it's just about, like, supporting them, helping them.
Yeah, and whatever they may need, and not trying to force them to move on quicker than they feel. But that's absolutely a tricky situation, and thank you so much for your submission. I have another one. I have to find it. It's in my email. Da-da-da-da.
You really should put these in the same document.
Definitely, yeah. Okay. This was, what day was that? It was a couple weeks ago. Hey, Peas. I never thought I'd be that person, but here we are. My best friend has been dating her boyfriend for about a year, and everyone thinks they're perfect. But what no one knows, he's been secretly hooking up with, sorry, he's been secretly kissing, he's
Getting
with me for the past 2 months. It started as a mistake, one kiss that never should have happened, but then he got with me again and again, and now I don't even know if I regret it. I swear I didn't mean for this to happen, but when I'm with him, it's like I forget how awful it is. He says he loves her, but he can't stay away from me, and the worst part, I don't care. Should I come clean and ruin everything? Or do I just let it run its course and hope no one finds out? I know I'm the villain here, but I just don't know how to stop. Is it worth it to tell them? Help. From the world's worst best friend.
Well,
I think we need to digest that one for a minute.
yeah. I don't think it's ever a good idea to be with someone who's being unfaithful in their relationship.
Yeah.
It's definitely like just a moral issue usually. It may like seem like, oh, like I don't care, but your friend definitely would care. And you just
Your
have to think
friend
about her feelings.
would absolutely care. And I mean, we talked about the lying thing with the other submission. I think, as in a relationship, trust and communication is extremely important. If you want to have a friendship with this girl, then I hate to be blunt, but you absolutely should not be, trying to get with her boyfriend and especially keeping it from her. I mean, when you think about how her friend must feel, it's, it's not good. And honestly, the guy, for the streets, he sounds awful. You shouldn't be cheating on your girlfriend with her best friend. I mean, the guy's just a low value man. When you, I'm kidding. I didn't mean it. He's not.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Anyway, I think if you want to go about telling your friend, I definitely would be a little gentler about it, and I would definitely cut all ties with her boyfriend before telling her, because I think it's prone to start some issues if you like go about it like, oh, like I'm actively getting with your boyfriend rather than I did get with your boyfriend.
That's
sorry.
definitely a big thing.
And then like she obviously wouldn't want to be in a relationship if that guy is cheating on her, so you would need to tell her that because obviously that situation wouldn't make her happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, not just make her happy, but I think it's just like comes down to morals. You should definitely tell them if they're being cheated on, let alone when it's by you. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Euphoria, but it did not work out well for Cassie because the character in the show, Maddie, is a similar situation.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Okay. This one's a little shorter of a submission. I hate school. It is so draining, and I feel like I'm never good at anything. Do you have any advice on how to help me feel better at school and make it a happier experience?
I mean, this is something we go through on the
Yeah.
daily, every day, every minute, every hour, all the time.
It's a little intense.
I'm kidding. No, this is like very common, but also it sucks. I mean, never fun. It makes it hard to do homework. I mean, it makes it hard to focus in class when you're drained. It's awful.
Yeah. Advice we have on that to help? I think something that definitely helps is being around my friends. I know you can't always control like being in classes with them, so that's a hard thing, but meeting up in the hallways in between, and we just have like a quick little meet up, and we're like in the passing period, and we just like all meet up and like we catch up between the next class, it's always like makes my day a little better. and it's like a nice break in between classes.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you're just like walking through the hall, like double AirPod, like staring at the floor, you're probably gonna feel like a little more like isolated, and it's gonna make it feel like prison.
Prison.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have AirPods in prison, but like it's,
Probably not.
You'd feel
Unless you're-
very alone and
unless you're
sad.
Diddy. Okay.
See that?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I just wrote an article about it, so let's stop thinking about it. Okay. Moving on. Can you think of an experience that you've had that might make them feel a little bit less alone if you, like, where you felt drained, like, at school? Like, at a time where that's happened to you. Don't make that face happy. I mean, like, help them relate, like, because clearly we both felt, like, down at points. Like, what's it like for you? What's it like for you?
I just, like, usually, if I feel, like, if I'm, like, alone in the class, and, like, oh, like, I don't know anyone, and then they're like, oh, everyone pick a partner, I just, like, I start, like, red face, like, heart beating, like, I'm like, oh, I don't know anyone, and so it's, like, I know how it can feel, like, feeling alone, and, like, and then, like, drained, because, like, it makes you sadder, and it makes the day a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah.
Sounds like you do.
I remember there was this one time in sophomore year, I was having the worst day. Like, absolutely, like, I was like, this is right before break, and I was just, like, going through it. And I was sitting there on my phone, and, like, the teacher kept coming over because, like, he was, like, very friendly, and he kept trying to talk to me. And I was about to leave class, and he was like, you know, I can always tell what's wrong with my students, and clearly something's wrong. And I just broke down. It was too much. Like, I started crying, and, you know, like, it was not good. But honestly, like, talking to him about it, I think helped me feel a lot better. Even though, like, it was kind of my breaking point. Like, from that moment on, I got to talk about it. So, you know, it's kind of, like, tricky when you're feeling that way, but one thing that can help is if you talk to, like, not, like, a trusted adult, but, like a friend, or, like, someone that, you like. Yeah, or that you know. That you like, preferably.
You said that.
Yeah, well, I know, but then I said that you know, and that's, like, weird. Okay.
That's all we have.
No, I think we have one more. Typing keywords, because I've had a couple email me. You think this one's appropriate?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a couple weird ones.
Yeah, we did have a couple weird ones. But, you know, we
love submissions, and we need more.
And, yeah, we talk about them, and, like, even if we can't say them on live,
yeah.
like, we appreciate them, and always.
If you ever need to, like, reach out and you don't want us to share it, you can always email us. But
and,
then
yeah, we'll email you back.
We'll email you back, just knowing that, like, we'll know who you are through your email, but still, like, you get that advice.
Well, we emailed them back once we got. Okay, this one says, "Hey, Peas, there was this teacher at my school that everyone loved. He was young and funny, and he made the class interesting. Until one day, my friends and I started a rumor about him, and we thought it was fake. We thought it was obviously fake and just something to laugh about. But a few weeks later, he suddenly resigned with no explanation. I don't know if it had anything to do with it, but I can't stop thinking about it. What if we ruined his job? Should I try and reach out and apologize, or would it just make things worse?" I think okay, so it didn't say what the rumor was. I think it definitely depends on that, because, like, if it was something like, he farted, like, or something like, okay, no, wait. But if it was something stupid that, like, you know, isn't the reason, like, it could have been he quit, because he was just done with students being stupid, then, I mean, I don't think you need to say anything. Like, I feel like that probably just confirmed his feelings that might have already been there. Yeah. But I think if you made a rumor up that was, you know, like, that could be, like get him in actual trouble, I think you need to go tell someone immediately. Yeah,
because if it wasn't true and you got someone unrightfully fired, it's not their fault. It would technically be your fault, but although you didn't mean it, it still has consequences.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's a tough situation to be in. What would you do?
I don't know.
Think about it.
Take it to my grave. No, I would not.
You what? You can't say that. Did you submit it? Are you sure? Okay, Brandon Kostelnik, I'm gonna call Dr. Prickett and tell him.
Tell him what? How awesome I am?
No, that you started a rumor that got this teacher fired.
That's not true.
Okay.
We don't even know if that's true.
I suppose. Oh, I like to think all of our submitters have integrity and are
Well,
lying.
yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, if the rumor was true.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, obviously you said it
Well, if
wasn't.
you submitted it, then you would know if it was true. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, let me think. What would I do if it were me? I know I would feel awful, especially if it was one of my favorite teachers. Like, just awful. And I think if you really do have conviction about that and you tell Dr. Prickett, I feel like you probably wouldn't get in as much trouble as, like, the teacher got in. So I think definitely, like,
I mean, we personally can't tell you how much trouble you would get in.
Because we don't know what it is.
Do not know. Yeah. And we also don't know, like, the legal process for anything like that. Like, if it was something, like, that could get the teacher in legal trouble, then yeah. If it was just, like, oh, like, something that could have hurt his feelings, then that probably wouldn't be your fault if the teacher resigned on his own terms.
Yeah. Okay.
That
is genuinely, that's all we can share. That's it.
Yeah, that's the rest of our submissions. If you put in more, then we can make more episodes.
Absolutely. We loved reading these. We had a lot of fun. Yep. Most of these we read a while ago. I think I just didn't read the ones I got privately.
Oh, yeah.
But
most of them were my live reaction.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much. We love doing this, and we'll do it again. So yeah, if you see this QR code around the school, scan it and follow our Instagram. I think it's 2 Peas in a Pod. Yeah. 2 Peas in a Pod. 2 Peas in a Problem. Follow it. Click the submission, and we will respond to you guys. Hopefully 2 Wednesdays from now, we'll have another episode. Yeah. 3 p.m. I think. Probably. Yeah, 3 p.m. We'll make an announcement on the Instagram. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on episode 2.